Hey. All right. I think we're live. I think we're going. Hello, everybody. I am Nicole. I am the owner and founder of Luxaloom. Tonight, I am joined by my lab partners, Mary and Megan. They have been brand reps and friends of Luxaloom for several years now, and I can't do this part of it without their incredible help. So they will be around to answer questions, make sure that I'm engaging with everybody, and keep me on track with all the chat stuff and that kind of stuff. So everybody say hi to Mary and to Megan. Thank you all for taking time out of your Friday night to come hang out with us. I am so humbled for that. I hope that you're ready to have some fun. Are you guys ready to have fun? I think
I'm ready. Let's do
awesome. So my goal tonight is to create a spring scent for circa 1955, which is our Disney-inspired collection. I'd like to create a fragrance that evokes part of the like flower and garden festival vibes. I think that would be fantastic. And then depending on the time, I would love to, with Luxaloom, create a spring scent that we can enjoy for the next few months. So are you guys ready?
Yes.
Lots of people here already.
Oh, good. Good. So before we actually get into the messy part of it, I just want to walk us through the fragrance wheel. If you guys were with us the last time we did this, a lot of this is going to be very similar, but I did add a couple new categories. So we'll talk about the different scent categories and what we need to keep in mind when we blend them. And then after that, it'll just be full on open call. Let me know what you want to try and we'll just figure it all out. Sound good?
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
Lisa. Sorry.
Yeah, we've got Lisa.
Kimber.
Kimber's here.
Oh, hi, Kimber.
Christina. Kathy, Christina.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Christina.
Hi, Circa Mom. Awesome.
Another brand rep.
Yes, Christina is another brand rep. So if you're not following her, you should be. She goes to Disneyland and Universal on the West Coast all the time. It's really fun to follow her content. So make sure you guys are following her. She's also got a big following on TikTok. She's more on the TikTok side of things. So definitely make sure you give Christina a follow and tell her we said hi when you comment on her stuff. Okay, so let's get started talking about the fragrance wheel. Scents are categorized by, family, if you will. Florals, pretty self-explanatory. Fruity, all the fruity aromas. We have green scents, which I'll break that down for you shortly. All the different aquatic type of scents. We've got citrus. Aromatic is kind of a weird category. It's like lavender, but also like powders and leathers. It's a very distinct category in the fragrance world. Then we have resins, which is going to be like frankincense and amber. And then kind of in between resins and woods, you've got like tobacco and sandalwood. Then in the wood category, you've got pine and cypress and birch. Then we get over to spicy, which I know is Megan's favorite. You've got cinnamon and clove. My mom and my grandma love that too. They want something that really bites your nose. In between spicy and woods, we've got patchouli. Then we've got gourmand, which is going to be all of those really sweet scents. It's going to be the vanilla and the coffee and all of your baked goods. Camphors, which is going to be your eucalyptus and the ozones and peppermints. Then we've got orientals, which is going to be lotus and musk and kind of those spicy florals. So that's a very broad breakdown of all the different fragrance categories we kind of have to play with tonight. I guess before I do that, so this is the main fragrance wheel, but within each of these categories, you kind of have a whole wheel of their own. And I didn't break down all of them, but I thought for greens, because flower and garden, I figured we would be doing a lot of flowers and greens and stuff. So just within the greens category, you kind of have your own fragrance wheel just for that. And you've got vegetal, which is going to be like tomato leaf. You've got woodsy greens, which is like rosemary and juniper. You've got fresh greens, which is going to be cut grass, lemongrass. floral greens like geranium and bamboo. Believe it or not, bamboo has a lot of lemon and citrus undertones to it. It's very different than
Ooh.
fresh cut grass. It's like really different. Then you have aquatic greens like aloe and cactus, earthy greens like thyme and sage, herbal greens, basil, cilantro, and really bitter greens like arugula and that kind of stuff. So it's crazy that within each one of these little categories, you still have a whole realm in each one to play with as well. So that's a
Wow.
lot, I know. Do you guys have any questions so far? And I know this is like a super like high altitude review of these, but I wanted to give you guys an idea of like we literally have everything at our disposal for this. So even though flower and garden, spring, you tend to think of like all the new plants blooming, that doesn't necessarily mean we have to pick a floral or a green. We can literally do whatever you guys want, whatever spring represents to you guys. So
Wow. So
Pretty-
many options.
yeah, there's a lot of options.
I love that
Jamie,
you did a breakdown, like so we could see like greens and all the like different options. It was cool to see that.
yeah, it's crazy, and like I said, like each one of these has their own, and some of them are not really viable for candle making. Some of them are more for perfume because they're so light and nuanced that you wouldn't be able to detect them in the candle wax. And then others, like they overpower everything. Like anything in the spicy category, you want to use very little because it's so strong. So yeah, when it comes time to blending, we can do 3 different things. Number 1, we can play with opposites. So we could blend fruity with woods, floral with resins, camphors with citrus, which if you think about that, lemon eucalyptus is really popular, right? So that's exactly where it comes from. You've got the opposites. You've got a bright lemon citrus aroma blended with eucalyptus. And so that's a great example of the opposites there. Water, gourmands, so on and so forth. Option number 2 is to just kind of play in a different region. So we could stay with fruity and green, a green aquatic. We could play with like maybe like a lavender aquatic if we wanted to. Lemon and lavender is very popular, so that's where you see it there quite a bit. So we could play with regions. We could play with opposites. Within the regions, you can also do what we call the trifecta. So you could kind of make a triangle. So you could do like a vanilla lavender with a little bit of like cherry or apple to kind of cut the powdery of you know what I mean? So we could play in a triangle, we could play in a region, or we could play in opposites. That is like perfumery 101 in like So
Wow.
hi Jamie, I'm so glad you're Sal. Oh my gosh.
Yes, Sal's here.
You guys. Yeah. Oh, I will gladly repeat all of that, Christina. No, I won't. So
Ooh, I agree.
Cherry does sound good.
Vanilla
so
and
with
cherry.
all of that, what do you guys think? Are you ready to come up with something for Disney's Flower and Garden Festival? Shall we try our hands at coming up with something?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so tools of the trade. Always got to have your little fragrance blotter strips. Got to have the pipettes because last time I just about spilled a whole bunch of oil everywhere.
Yeah.
Towels are a must. I'm going to move this guy like right here. I don't know if you guys can see that still. A little bit. Yeah. So, and I know last time we did this, we kind of limited it to a certain array of scents that I was really trying to play with, but we have the vault wide open. There's over 900 scents in my library.
Oh my gosh. That's so
It's
crazy.
Wow.
ridiculous.
Oh
And
my
the
gosh.
sad thing is, I probably have like another 50 on a wish list, which is so unnecessary.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Can
So
they expire or go bad? Like, can the oils, do they have like a shelf life?
yeah, that's actually a really great question. And that's why there's like this weird, awkward curtain here. So when I'm not producing or I'm not doing anything like this, I have them covered up with a curtain. A lot of the bottles are, white or brown, to help with the UV light not coming in.
Oh, okay.
And then I've got curtains over my blinds, so there's minimal direct sunlight that comes in here because I don't want the UV light to break down the fragrance.
Huh.
They don't typically have a really, short shelf life. It just depends on how prudent you are with storing them properly. And I tend to be a little retentive because frankly they're not cheap. That is the most
Yeah.
expensive part of candle making is these oils, and depending on if they're base notes or keynotes versus just fancy perfume blends and stuff, they vary in price quite a bit. So there's a couple of fragrance oils that I have that are $80 for 1 pound. And then I have some that are $20 for a pound. And then there's even some that just 1 ounce is like $15. It's maddening.
Oh my god.
So yeah, it makes things a little interesting when it comes time to pricing.
I bet.
Yeah, that's why I'm kind of retentive about like covering them up.
Absolutely.
I don't have room in my budget to let them go
No, no.
for a window
Yeah.
to open. So
No
But yeah.
kidding.
wide open. So do you guys have any thoughts on where to start?
Christina was just in Epcot, so I don't know if
Oh,
Flower and
well,
Garden
that's
started
good.
then, but wait, no, it's Festival of the Arts right now, isn't it?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think Flower and Garden starts in late February.
Oh,
early March.
yeah, it's usually the first week of March because I always want to go for my birthday, like a birthday opening weekend kind of trip, and I never do it, but
Aw,
that's
that
a
would be
dream.
cool.
Oh, hi, Christina's husband. Hi, Andrew.
Hi, Andrew.
They're both watching.
Hi, Andrew.
Awesome.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah. How about what does Orange Bird smell like? I feel like that's a staple of Flower and Garden.
Oh, yeah.
Orange and birds.
Orange bird. That's like the Florida citrus growers, right? Isn't that his background was like the citrus growers? Their little logo guy.
I think so.
I don't really know much about Orange Bird at all.
Okay,
don't
so
know
that's
either.
gonna be obviously orange. So let me dig out the orange I'm looking
Oh, Jamie
for.
knows the names.
Yeah. Okay. So
Oh,
Flower and
Jamie-
Garden starts on the 1st of March.
Yes, I forgot. Jamie is going to be our foodie and treat expert.
Oh, perfect.
In fact, something foodie would go good with orange.
Ooh.
Jamie, is there like a signature sweet treat, some sort of beverage, food item, snack item that's like synonymous with Flower and Garden?
They have to have a good menu, right?
Is
I
it
mean,
like the
Disney
others
always
that have the
does.
little booths for all the different countries, or?
I think so. I've
Yeah.
never actually been.
You know, I've been to Flower and Garden, and
Oh,
I
okay.
don't even know the answers to these questions.
I don't remember either. I know I've been before.
Oh my gosh.
I
That
just
had to be a while ago, though, Megan. So.
It was in 2019, I
Oh,
think.
wow.
It was our first time at Disney World, so we were so overwhelmed with just Disney World. We were like, "Oh, it's Flower and Garden," and we noticed like the beautiful flower sculptures, and that's the extent of Flower and Garden for us.
That makes sense. Okay, so I know this because Megan shared a picture with me recently. Megan, you are a big fan of blood oranges, right?
Oh, it's my favorite thing to
yeah.
eat right now.
Yeah, blood orange.
Oh, yum.
When they said orange bird, I was like, oh yeah.
That's a good
Oh.
idea.
So it's very sweet, but it's the robust orange, but it's very sweet. I think we need to blend this with something, but this is a good start. Definitely,
Awesome.
definitely a good start. Violet.
Violet lemonade is a Flower and Garden must-have.
Okay, violet lemonade. So I've got a really great lemony scent.
And Christina says orange and rose, maybe gardenia or jasmine.
Ooh.
Ooh, that sounds exotic. That sounds.
Ooh. Jamie says the orange bird beats to his own drum. I think he'd be better with something cakey.
Ooh, so we
That
could do like
sounds
a.
good.
Oh gosh, I'm in love with this lemon. So this is a really tart lemon, and I think it'll help
Ooh.
cut some of the sweetness of the orange.
Oh, I bet that
Yeah.
smells amazing.
It's just like citrus perfection right here.
Oh,
You,
that's
you
the
get-
best.
you get the sweet orange, but the tartness of the lemon comes through. So they're like both, you can identify both of them, and it's just like, oh, so good.
Refreshing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, jasmine. I know someone said jasmine, someone said cake. I've got cake right here. Let's try. We're going to try both and see where we end up. So we've got cake.
I know lemon cakes are like my favorite lemon cake flavor of all time.
Oh, I love lemon cake
Yeah.
too.
So good.
So good.
We just got what is it? Nothing Bundt Cakes.
Yes.
Yeah.
They have the best freaking lemon cake.
I was gonna say, you said that and it reminded me. I went over there when they first opened and I got like a 4-pack of the little Bundt Cakes, and one of them was lemon, and I was like, oh, this is dangerous.
Those
Oh,
little ones are so cute. The little bun cakes they do.
They are.
yes. They even have mini ones, like little tiny ones that you can buy
Oh,
in a
really?
dozen.
And just eat them all at once.
Yes. Yep. But it feels like you're eating less, so it's fine.
Yes, of course, always.
I'm curious if blood oranges are sweeter than regular oranges, because I find it hard to find a really sweet orange. Like the cuties are sweet, but I feel like regular oranges are not always very sweet.
It's actually honey tangerines are very sweet.
Oh,
If you can find those like where you are. Those and blood oranges are my favorite. I don't think blood oranges are super sweet, but it's hard to explain. I would go for the honey tangerines is what I'm saying. If you like really
Okay.
sweet.
yeah, I really do. I'll have to look that. I've never heard of that honey tangerine.
No, I've never like, I know of blood oranges, but I've never like purchased them or used them. I think I've maybe seen them once or twice, but
They're so pretty.
Orange and vanilla like a creamsicle.
Ooh, oh, that sounds so good.
I have a candle that you made that's orange and vanilla.
Yeah,
And it was amazing.
that was part of the Adventureland collection last year, was the orange
Okay.
creamsicle.
Yeah, that's it. And Sal says, I love how you brought up bamboo. You don't hear about bamboo scents too often. I used to have a bamboo plant and loved the way it smelled. Not everyone's cup of tea, though. It sounds very refreshing.
Yeah,
Yeah, it does.
bamboo is really, really good. I really love it. I'm really tempted to get it, but it's way up there. This is like such a big, heavy deal. I need to move these first. But I'm wondering how the bamboo would be with the orange and the lemon. That's not a bad idea. I'm just debating. Do I make a fool of myself when this whole thing comes crashing down on me?
Then you could go viral and it'll be great.
Oh, there you go.
You'll have to make that the thumbnail for sure.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. Sorry, I'll be right. Okay. We're getting.
Oh,
in
I
it.
love those Suma oranges, Kimber. I am into those. Those are so
Oh,
good.
Sumos are the
They're
best.
so expensive though. Oh my gosh.
I got like a 6-pack a couple weeks ago, and it was like $8.
They're expensive.
I've never
they're
heard
really
of that either.
Seriously, where
You'll
did
find
I
those in the
get
regular grocery store totally. They're not hard to find.
them? Oh,
Huh,
gosh.
okay. I'll have to pay attention. I probably just grab whatever is cheapest. So
Oh, me too.
Bamboo.
okay. So Andrew thinks that blood oranges are more sweet. I'm gonna have to try all of them. I'm gonna go on an orange run tomorrow.
Yes.
Tangerines
do a
and
citrus taste
oranges.
test.
Yeah.
Just have all the different ones.
Christina, never shut up. Just keep talking the whole night.
Yes, absolutely. Oh man. So bamboo, the best way I could try to describe this is if, how do you describe this? So imagine mowing the lawn on a lemon farm. Like
Oh, that sounds
Oh.
amazing.
it's like fresh cut grass, but there's like these citrus undertones to it.
Wow.
Ooh.
And it's one of those things that like it's so subtle but yet distinctive and just good, you know? I really,
I'm
Yeah.
really
sold on the bamboo.
Absolutely.
I love the freshness that it brings. So let's see what blood orange, lemon, and bamboo smell like together. Oh, that's good.
No fair that we can't smell.
I know.
I'm waiting. I keep telling like Google and all those guys, like seriously.
Television.
I mean, if you
We
can
need
do
it.
got to do it sooner. I mean, how do we not have smell-o-vision now?
I
People
know.
do the Jetsons
Seriously. Yeah.
and everything. Like, how do we not have smell-o-vision? Okay, this is a really good contender, just in my humble opinion. However, so Sal, good call on the bamboo. I'm really digging that. That's definitely to me like a very flower and garden kind of, you know, we're tribute to the orange bird, tribute to the violet lemonade, and then the
Ooh.
bamboo is a great way to add the green elements for all the topiaries and everything else. So I think that that paints a really great picture of the flower and garden experience at Epcot. But somebody said jasmine, right? Add jasmine to these two.
I think
Yeah,
Jamie said
Christina.
Jasmine.
Oh, maybe it was Jamie.
Or maybe not. Maybe it was someone else. I could have sworn she did.
Maybe.
Man, that's a good. That's a good. If you like florals, this is really good. Some people are not really big on florals though. But it's also like flower and garden, so I feel like you kind of like,
Right.
it would be obvious to go the floral direction, you know?
Yeah.
So jasmine is one of those florals that's like a really love or hate polarizing kind of floral.
hmm
And the lemon and the citrus really take away some of that sweet, powdery pungency that can come with jasmine. That I think that aspect of jasmine is what is kind of a turnoff for people. And this blend does a great way of neutralizing the aspects of jasmine that you don't like, but highlighting what you do like about it. You get the rich floral without the powdery undertone, and yeah, this is a good blend too. This is a really strong contender. And then someone mentioned cake, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, Jamie just said.
Maybe that was Jamie.
Christina said, Jasmine, I'm hungry, so I wanted cake.
Oh,
Okay.
all right, Jamie, we got your cake right here. So we've got again the lemon. Yeah, okay, lemon, orange, and cake. Is there a certain kind of cake, Jamie? Because I know you.
Mhm.
You can't just want like generic cake. I'm curious. Oh my gosh, this is good. This is really good.
Now you're making me hungry.
It's sweet, but it's not like the overpowering, like, oh gosh, just another sweet candle. Like, no, the citrus really livens it up. This is so much like those fruity nothing bundt cakes. Like,
Oh, yum.
this is it right there.
Oh,
For
butter
sure.
cake, Jamie said, or lemon cake.
Butter cake or lemon cake? Yes. Hold on. Brain. Jimmy Neutron moment. The brain doing its Jimmy Neutron. Tell me you guys watched that. Am I the only one? I loved Jimmy Neutron. No?
I
Okay.
don't know that one.
There was a segment in
never
the
watched
cartoon
it.
when like he would use his genius and it would be like this whole little brainwave thing kicking into gear and anyway, never mind.
Well, you only
okay.
have 900 things to go through in your head, so it's fine. Take a minute.
I know what I want. Okay, sorry. I gotta move these guys. These guys are gonna go over here. I want this big guy up here. Oh goodness.
Okay, Christina
Christina
knows
knows him?
Jimmy. Yeah,
Does someone know Jimmy Neutron, please?
yes, you're good. Christina's got you.
I was feeling terrible for a minute there.
Says
Okay.
I loved Sheen. I don't know what that means.
Yes, he's one of the characters.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Okay, so butter cake. I'm curious if the butter notes in this are highlighted or not. So we'll see.
Looks like we got a couple of thumbs up and hearts on Facebook that's showing up here.
Ooh. Hey,
Megan,
Facebook.
Nicole, and Kevin are all.
Oh, hi everybody on Facebook.
Yeah, I don't see any comments coming through yet. Maybe I'll pull it up on my phone and see if
Yeah,
this is all new, so I don't know.
yeah, I would feel terrible if there's a bunch of people on Facebook trying to chime in here.
Right? I don't want to miss anybody.
Okay, so Jamie, I am gonna try a butter cake with blood orange and lemonade. Oh gosh, that's so
Sounds
good.
amazing.
I'm gonna switch that out with the other cake to see. Wow, it's amazing what the difference makes. You get more of the, so the citrus wipes out the sweetness, but you get the rich butteriness.
Mm.
Oh gosh, that's brilliant. My gosh, you guys are good at this. I love it. I don't know how we're gonna be able to pick, honestly. I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. We can keep playing, or we can pick one of these. We can do, well, I think it's a no-brainer. We definitely want to do like the lemon and the citrus, right? Like that's to me, that's gonna be like the bass and the mid note. Now it's just a matter of the top note and whether we want to go with jasmine, bamboo, or butter cake. What do you guys think?
I bet I know what everyone's gonna say.
God, that bamboo, can't beat that. If you're into the herbaceous side of things, oh, that jasmine though, that's a whole, like, that is definitely like stereotypical, iconic flower and garden right there.
Right.
Citrus with the floral, that's good. But this butter cake, God.
Nicole, which one's your favorite out of all of them?
Which of your two children are your favorite?
Depends on the day.
Right? Oh man, I can't stop with these. I should have done this before. I need to write these down. It's okay. I'm just gonna use the back side of this. Oh no, wait. I got this right here.
Lisa has a good point. She says butter cake. You can't walk through Epcot without smelling food of some type.
Oh, that's a good point. That's a really good point. Okay, so
That's true, Christina. Nicole is the only one who can actually smell them right now. So, go with your gut, she says.
oh man, don't know. It's not on me. This is you guys. This is all of you guys. All right, one more time. Option A, we'll do jasmine with blood orange and fresh cut lemons.
Should everybody vote in the comments?
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So if you want this one, just comment A. And again, this is jasmine. That's definitely going to be the top note because you get that floral right off the bat. And then the citrus starts to come through and it really mellows out the powdery pungent that tends to come with jasmine that some people don't like. This is a really, really great blend. And if you want to get into like the aromatherapy side of things, the citrus is going to be very energizing. It's going to be very, like I use it a lot either first thing in the morning when if I'm groggy and having a hard time getting up and around. Citrus is great for that, but it's also great in the afternoon when you're just like dragging, but it's like that weird 2 to 3:30 kind of time frame when you're just like, ugh.
Mm.
Citrus is great for that. It's very energizing. It helps you focus. It's clarifying. Jasmine is really good too. It is a, the word escapes me, but yeah, it's gone. Sensual. It's definitely on that spectrum. It's sensual. It's connecting. Jasmine is good with connection. And so you've got an energizing connection kind of clarity coming through if you want to like do the aromatherapy side of the stuff. So that's
I love
option
hearing about that, like the aromatherapy side of it. Super
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, yeah. So that's A. B, I think we'll do the obvious bamboo. So we've got, again, bamboo with the orange and the fresh cut lemons. And this one is a very green citrus. The bamboo brings out a lot of green elements. It's going to be very grounding. Bamboo is very, it helps, like, it's very opening. It opens you up. The camphor and the grass helps with that. And then, of course, you have the energy and the clarification from the citrus notes. So this would be a great, great afternoon scent. Or like if you're really stressed out and just need to like zone out for a little bit, this would be a really great scent for that too. And
Sounds
again,
perfect.
thinking about like the topiaries and just the different, like this is very, very flower. Like all of these are really flower and garden. I think you guys have hit the mark for sure.
Mm-hmm.
It's a matter of what direction you want to go with those top notes, but that's B is going to be the one with bamboo. And then option C, we'll do the butter cake batter with the blood orange and the lemon. And this to me is just comfort, like absolute comfort. This is like a bear hug of food and citrus. It's so good. So good. I mean, you can't go wrong with either of these and any of these, but those are your
Yeah.
three options.
A comment. There's our first Facebook comment.
Oh, good.
Yay! Hi, Jennifer.
Hey. Oh, Jenkins. How are you, my friend? Cake batter. Yeah.
Yeah, edible candles. Juliet's been trying for that.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
So Jamie wants to know if you can do like we did the previous time and combine everything together into one, or if that's terrible. And then Christina says that save all of these scents even for summer.
Oh,
Lisa kind of
true.
says that same thing too. Don't get rid of these. You can just put them on Lux if they're not Disney brand.
Totally.
See how all those are together. I don't know. And then Christina's voting for option C with the cake. Second choice would be option A. Lisa's going with C.
How much do you guys trust me?
I try 100%.
Implicitly, yes.
No questions asked.
Jamie, you got something going on here.
Ooh, a combo.
This worked so well the last time. Every time we were like making things, somebody was like, put them all together. And then it was like, oh, yeah, that's it.
Mary, do you want to share the story about Summer Fireside?
Okay, so in our previous scent lab, who was it? Jasmine and Stacy and somebody else came up with like the most amazing. They were talking about tahine and cantaloupe and watermelon and like just a really summery, delicious kind of spicy fruit thing going on. And when she put the scents together on the little strip thingies, it kind of just smelled like a bonfire with fruit, and you're like roasting the fruit and you're putting stuff on top of the fruit and all that stuff. And so we used one of those as the scent. And then she was telling me today, because oh crap, I didn't bring them in here. My scents came that I bought from the previous scent lab, and there was a little sticky note. She was like, I have to tell you about this scent. So I can't remember how exactly it all went together, but it was supposed to be pepper, right? Like cayenne pepper or something like that?
Chili pepper. Like
Chili
a
pepper.
strong chili pepper. Yeah.
Yeah. And it turned out to, once you poured everything together, it was actually not good at all. But on the strips, it was super good. And then somehow you worked some magic and put a lot more fruit in there, I think, and a lot less pepper. You worked some kind of wizardry and made this candle that's freaking epic. It's so good.
Yeah, I tried hard to stick to what we had talked about in the live and staying true, but also knowing that what I thought would work actually wasn't working. And so my compromise was to maintain the bonfire elements by putting it on the bottom layer. And then the top layer was the fruity blend, so that as you get to the halfway point, then the fire notes will start to come through. And then eventually, if you think about it, like you're literally at a bonfire doing this, the fruit's going to get eaten, but you're still going to be at the fire. So the fruit will fade away, and then the fire would become more strong at the end. So we kept all the notes there. We just kind of lined it out a little bit differently than what we originally thought we were going to end up with. And so that story being told, that being said, the idea of combining all of these is actually brilliant. And so what I'm proposing is, if you trust me, option D. Option D is going to be a 2-layer candle, because that's how we roll around here. So the top layer is going to be jasmine and bamboo with blood orange. And then, because you're walking in, the first thing you're going to see is all those topiaries and all those flower arrangements, right? But then halfway through, the bamboo and the jasmine are going to fade out, and that butter cake with the lemonade is going to come in. You're going to get that sweet citrus bottom half, and you're going to get that citrus green. I need more hands. Bamboo, jasmine, and blood orange top layer. Bottom layer will be the blood orange with the lemon and the butter cake, because halfway through you're going to be ready for a snack.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that sounds like perfection.
Oh my gosh, your candles are like actual experiences. It's crazy.
All together, this is great. I'm cool with this. So I just got to make notes on this so I don't forget what I said. So pardon me. Bottom layer.
Everyone trusts you 100%. There's lots of votes for B and C. They haven't come in on D yet, but Lisa says sounds amazing. So yeah. And Christina said, didn't I say go with your gut? She always knows. Jen, if we're making a flowering garden, the only time I went was when we went together. So if you can make it smell like margarita and headaches, LOL.
Oh, Jen.
That sounds like fun. Mexico.
Yeah, Mexico. Indeed, it was. It started in Mexico, and I think it ended around, what was it, Morocco? What's next to Morocco? Whatever's next to Morocco. Is that America? America then Morocco?
I think they're pretty close, aren't they? I'm so bad at that. I don't think.
Or maybe, yeah, I think it's America. I'm not sure. Germany. I think I just saw that.
Yeah, Jennifer said
Germany.
Okay, yeah, Germany. Okay, well, I think, sorry, babe. This is something else. He's been to Germany. He's been to all those places, and he's like, those aren't near America. And I'm like, I know.
Oh my God, that was so perfect.
That's amazing. Mexico would be the closest to America, I guess.
Right.
Oh man, that's so good.
I think I need geography.
Not in Disney terms, though.
That's right.
That's a whole other thing.
Babe, this is Disney geography. It's a lot different. Yeah, he's right. So Casablanca is like one of my favorite movies, and that's in Morocco. So he's just like, how would you not know Morocco's not near America? Because you watch your favorite movie all the time.
I love that.
Man, that was good.
Man, thanks, babe.
All
right.
That's so funny.
So, I'm sorry. I want to make sure everybody is heard. So option A, B, C, or D. What's our final answer for the Circa Flowering Garden?
I don't know if I'm allowed to vote, but I say D.
Yeah.
Mary,
Jamie is definitely on board for D.
Okay.
He wants the 2-layer. I vote for D, 100%. And oh, that's a good idea. Burn the candle while watching a walkthrough atmosphere video of Epcot. That sounds
Oh,
That'd be
amazing.
awesome.
yeah. Thank you,
Oh.
officer. I appreciate your comment.
Ah,
Uh,
Kimber says she loves Mike so much.
There's lots of
And
D
oh yeah,
votes.
down here.
okay.
That's
All right.
nice.
Then I'm going to say that's it for that one. How are we doing on time? Do you guys want to do a Lux spring scent too, or
I
what do you
do.
Yeah, we're at 40 minutes right now, so
Okay.
we're
It's
doing
going
good.
pretty good.
Cool.
Yeah.
I think we're
That's
doing good.
possible. So, okay, so we didn't really, I definitely want to give you guys a say in all this. So for the Lux one, I'm full on just stepping aside. This is, you guys pick out where you want to start. And if you guys want to do opposites or regions, or I guess I never really talked about rule 3, which is just to break the rules, which we kind of did with the summer fireside candle. Like that was definitely a rule breaker.
Oh yeah, it turned out so good.
We were able to salvage it, but yeah, so I will let you guys pick where you want to start for the Lux spring scent. What do you guys think? We need like that Jeopardy music or something.
Right? Let's see. Create based on that.
Oh my god. That would be interesting to be walking around with.
Right, Jamie's voting for H2O and Build Your Strong. Oh, is that
It's Jasmine. Hi, Jasmine.
Jasmine is voting for Oriental. Not sure why, but I kind of want Jasmine or Gardenia. Christina is on a Jasmine and Gardenia kick tonight.
Be Good to You, Christina, is a gardenia and green, I almost said green tea blend. It's so good. So if you want gardenia, I would say Be Good to You out of that collection is really strong. Gardenia mellowed out with green tea. It's very like calming and soothing. It's a beautiful aroma, and there's a great story behind it too. So I would check that one out for sure. H2O. So, we could do.
Ooh, fruits. That's a good one too. Jen says.
Okay. So Jamie said H2O.
Yep, and then there was one Oriental.
So what do the rest of you guys think? Do you want to try to blend a water with an Oriental, or we can try to do like a trifecta with maybe some woods, resin, maybe like a watery, woodsy lotus blossom. Lotus and water would definitely go.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Jen says fruit too.
Fruit, okay. Yeah, the lotus and fruit would work. And then yeah, we could kind of play with that half if you want.
Yeah. H2O and camphors, Jen says.
Okay.
Do all of the things.
So what do you guys want to do? You guys want to start with water or Oriental notes? In Oriental, just to kind of go back to, again, each one of these kind of has their own wheel within it. Of course, this is the greens one, but the Oriental one is really unique in that it's got like musks and florals, and it's got woods, it's got greens. It's like a really like almost this literal fragrance wheel within itself. It's so diverse and interesting. So lotus is very popular. Musk is like in the perfume world. Musk, lotus, even vanilla. A lot of perfumery fragrances consider vanilla part of the Oriental side of fragrance notes. So that's something to think about with Oriental, is you can go in many different scent directions with that too. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, do you want to start with picking out a water scent first to blend with something, or do you want to pick out an Oriental scent to start with?
Yeah, Jasmine says water with a splash of Oriental.
Okay.
And then Yeah.
Megan, what do you think?
I say we start with the water, pick
Start
a
with
scent,
water?
and then go to Oriental.
Okay. So with waters, you've got like coastal. You've got a lot of, you could do like a coastal kind of water. You could do a fresh water, which is going to be almost like a waterlogged dryer sheet. You know, the dryer sheets have a lot of
Ooh.
like, have you ever wondered like what the ozone element is when we talk about that in fragrances?
Yes.
Dryer sheets. Seriously,
Oh,
they have like a little bit of like an ozone. Now, I mean, obviously, some of them are like very fragranced and like I
Yeah.
mean, like the original scent dryer sheet, none of those fancy blends or whatever. But
Huh.
just imagine like a dryer sheet, and that is like a little bit of like cotton with a little bit of ozone, and it's like a great way to kind of get an idea of what ozone may smell like.
Okay.
Random, I know, but dryer sheet. So you can do like again like an aquatic dryer sheet if you want to do like an ozone-ish fresh water. You could do coastal waters. You could do pure like sea salt waters. I'm trying to think off the top of my head what else are really. Those are probably the most popular aquatic blends. I know there's another one I'm missing. There's a lot I'm missing.
What about like rainwater? Would that be?
Rainwater? Yes. Oh, and there's
Ooh.
some water scents can be very, very floral, which is interesting too. In fact, I ran into that a few years ago with the original Adventureland collection. The backside of water was, when you first smelled it, it was very floral, but when you burned it, the water notes came. Like at first you didn't get the water notes, but when you burn it, then the water really comes through. And that's something to think about with all of this as well is, you know, when you first smell the candle and it hasn't been lit yet, it does change the fragrance as you burn it. Different notes
Totally.
become more prominent and stuff. So yeah, so there's floral waters, coastal salt water, ozone fresh waters, and so much more.
Yeah.
It's escaping me.
Jen is voting for salt, and Jasmine says rainwater. She said, then is there like a more floral oriental, like a lily pad something, like lotus flower?
Yep, lilies and lotus. Yeah, lilies are part of the oriental floral for sure. The spicy orientals, actually. Lilies are the spicy oriental. And I've got a really great stargazer lily, actually. Right, yeah, it should be in this one. Stargazer lily, where are you?
Ooh, she says with a slight musk too. I feel like Jasmine and Jamie are like wizards with you with the combining of things.
You guys could just like have at it. You don't need me.
I'm curious what the difference between coastal and saltwater is too. Like it seems like those would kind of be the same to me, but
so coastal has more of the like soil and greens and like the actual coastline.
Okay.
It's very much like you're walking on the coast. It's got a little bit of like a soil sandy-ish element to it, whereas the salt water is much more lighter. It's on the lighter side of the spectrum, and it has more ozone, which is to replicate like the ocean out there versus on the coast. So you have more ozone and more you get like the saltiness, whereas the coastal one you get the saltiness, but you get a lot more earthy elements blended with it too. And this is going to sound really bizarre, and I'm sorry because you're not going to be able to not smell it this way going forward, but the next time you're just like walking around a cheap candle store and you're just curious, grab one of their like seaside, seashore kind of candles and smell it and tell me if you smell watermelon.
oh,
Watermelon.
Very often watermelon is like a hidden note within it does something that kind of elevates the earthiness and the sand element with the aquatics. Watermelon.
That's super interesting.
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah. So I'm sorry because now you're not going to do anything but smell watermelon. And you're going to be like, it smells like watermelon. They put watermelon. So if you're you know, when you're on trivia and you win $1 million, you're welcome.
We'll share with you when that
Yes.
happens.
Okay, good. Okay, why is my lily? I have a stargazer lily, and it's should be in here. Oh, I'm sorry. This is when having 900 is just a little obnoxious.
You need like 1,200 lazy Susans that you can just spin
Right?
them.
Turn
I
around.
do. I do. Okay, so we've got Stargazer Lily. I'll just let this start soaking into the strip.
For some reason, I can't get saltwater taffy out of my head now. Just thinking about saltwater for some reason.
Saltwater taffy is good. It's hard to find a good saltwater taffy these days.
San Francisco.
Oh yeah, for sure. Okay, what aquatic direction do we want to go? Did I miss that or?
Some people said Jennifer said salt. Somebody
Okay.
else said rainwater.
Okay.
I think it was just those two. Maybe I'm not sure if there was another vote.
Yeah, there's just like water, H2O.
Jamie says coastal.
Coastal.
Oh, there you
Um,
go. And Jasmine
there's
says
another one.
rainwater.
So there's 2 for rainwater.
Oh, you found some saltwater taffy, Jasmine? Oh, so good.
Oh, lake water.
lake water. That started the redhead, just so you know.
Oh.
Yeah. That's the reason why the redhead exists, is because I wanted to do lake water. And I ended up making the redhead instead. So now when I hear lake water, I'm like, that got me in a lot of trouble. That started something.
Thank goodness.
Bestsellers.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, like we legit would not be here without my sister walking in on me very angry about. Do you guys know the redhead story? I feel like I need to just tell it again, but if you've heard
Tell
it
it.
10 times, there's
I don't think
No, I say tell it.
Yeah.
So I was probably 4 months into like, I'm going to make this a real business. And I was trying to do like a lake fresh water scent. And my sister came over to drop something off. I don't remember what it was, but front door is on the opposite side of where I am here. And of course, when you're making candles, the whole house smells. You can't get around that. So she walks in and she's like, what are you doing? And I was angry. I was legit, like I was in a really bad mood and I was pissy. And I was just like trying to make a lake water scent, fresh water. And she goes, do you know what you've done? And I was like, a lot of epic failures? What? It was legit, like really cranky. And so she was like, no. So we went out on the back patio and she queued up the music to Pirates. And when we came back in to let my nose clear out, she was like, do you smell it? Do you realize what you've done? And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. Get out. And she played the music and I was like, no. She's like, yeah. And I was like, no. Like, yeah. And I'm like, whatever. So we go back out on the patio, let my nose clear out, and I come back in and I'm just like, what did I do? What did I do? What was that? So we finally figured out what I did. And then, so I sent it to a couple friends of mine. One of my friends worked at the park. She was, may still be, anyway, a very important flying friend during a certain nighttime spectacular. And oftentimes she would meander around the park afterwards. And she sent me a photo late at night. It was like 11 o'clock my time, which means it was very late her time. And she was on the ride with the redhead. And it was just literally just a candle with a Post-it note on the top, because that's all I had at the time. And she was like, you nailed it. And I was just like, oh my God.
That's awesome.
So yeah, that is the story of how the redhead was born. And to be honest, like I have not revisited lake scents ever since, because
Wow.
but that's it.
So
That's
without
the
your
redhead.
sister coming in, you might not have realized what you created.
I know. It's all
That's amazing.
yeah. I don't know if she's still watching. She's technically being an officer right now, but Not to
Wow.
get her in trouble, but if you're watching, we're talking about you. You might want to chime in with any of your personal thoughts of that day, but
That's a great story.
That is great.
your fault.
We all need to thank her.
Yes.
Oh, she is watching. Yeah.
Thank you, Liz.
Thank you,
Everybody
Liz.
say thank you because that's here we are 7
Give
years
her a little
later
round of applause.
doing what we're doing because of you.
Yes, drop all the applause emojis.
Mm.
Oh, good. Jasmine said she got her Scent Lab box yesterday.
Oh,
and each of
good.
them were on point. Yeah, I got mine today and I was just like, these are incredible, even better than I had in my head. How you doing was phew. Yeah, that was a real good one. And Fireside made me think of fireflies and lake camping. That freaking fireside, summer fireside, so good. I don't want to burn it because it's one of two, and it'll be gone.
Yeah. Okay, so what I've done so far is I have Stargazer Lily, which was one of the Oriental recommendations. It's a it's a good floral. It's got a little bit of spice to it, which is really fun. And then I've got two different aquatics. I have a like out in the middle of the ocean, salty, fresh water. Very, very fresh, energizing, awakening. Awakening comes to mind with this. And then, so we've got Stargazer Lily with this water. And it's a very, this is good. It's rich. And I realized like that's hard to quantify. I really wish like I could just send all of you a kit and we could do this together so you could see and like so you could smell what I'm talking about. This is when I feel like weird, but and then so I'm adding a little bit of musk for some depth because this is a very linear. This is like I'm trying to figure out how do I not make this so ridiculously technical. This is very linear, and adding a little bit of musk adds some depth to it, which is good. This is a great scent. I don't know that I feel spring from it though. To me, this is like late summer, hot summer evening on the beach in a boat, a hot summer evening on a boat, winding down. That's what this is to me. It's really, really good. A really great aquatic, Oriental aquatic. But I just don't know that it's spring. And that's just me. And that's the beauty of this. We all have our own thoughts on this. But this is a really, really great blend. Trying to figure out how do we liven this up for spring.
Yay, another Facebook friend.
Oh,
Andrea?
awesome.
She says she's on a boat. Or is that like the song I'm on a boat? I don't know.
Hello, Andrea. Everybody tell Andrea she sucks, but with SUCC, because she is the succulent queen. She is the succulent.
Funny.
I was just thinking, Andrea, of adding some bamboo.
Cut grass.
Bamboo might.
Oh yeah, grass might spring it up a bit. Good idea, Andrea. The song. Yeah, I was leaning towards the song. I'm on a boat.
Oh, yes. Okay, but I am going to compare bamboo with fresh cut grass because there's two different elements there.
Jen is suggesting some citrus too to make it more springy.
Yeah, we could. Yeah, and that would be a good pairing with the other one. We could almost do like a pairing with the circuit one.
Oh, yeah.
Because that one has a lot of citrus to it.
Burn them on either end of the house and just fill the whole house with Spring deliciousness.
Bergamo. Oh, bergamo. Oh, where's bergamo?
I love to watch your mind work.
I know. It's just like bergamo.
Sorry, that was so random. Like,
Oh, it was
welcome
great.
to literally the inside of my brain. Like, that's so bad.
The glimpse of how you work.
That was awesome.
My husband's out there making fun of me.
Oh, he gets a front row seat for this all the time. I'm so jealous.
Okay, bergamo. Okay, I am wondering how. Okay, that's be smart, Nicole.
Yes.
Andrea.
Creative genius in action.
It's something. I don't know if I'd say genius, but oh yes, I love bergamot. Okay, so I'm gonna try. We might do another layered candle actually. This could be fun. So
Layered candles.
mm. 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 Okay. Yeah. Actually, no bergamot. That was not working. But we could try. Oh, yes. Okay. So
Oh, is it similar to lime? I don't think I knew that.
yeah, so bergamot is in the citrus family and is very close to like if you're baking and you want to get lime zest,
Oh, okay.
it's very similar to bergamot.
Oh.
You could see they're actually green. Oh, geez, Nicole. They're like a
Oh,
green
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
green fruit. It's like a green. They look just like limes, but
Huh.
when you cut them open on the inside, they look like a lemon. They're like a bright yellow.
So you don't like
Oh.
necessarily eat those? You would just juice them, like the fruit, or is it sweet enough to eat like the flesh?
I don't know anything about actually eating bergamot. I've always just known it as a component in all of this. Is it edible?
I don't know. We're gonna have to Google when this is over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Okay, so here's what I'm proposing because I really, really enjoy the water with the stargazer lily and the musk, and that to me is just like a summertime, like summer afternoon out on the boat. But to add a spring element, I'm thinking we might either, I don't know. This is one of those where I might try. I typically try to like max it out at about 4. This is 5 different elements, and the water one is technically like a 2 to 3 component kind of deal, and this is a lot at once, but it could work. We'll find out. This is definitely going to be like summer fireside, where I'm gonna try for one thing. If it doesn't work out, we'll get there eventually. It just may not be exactly like this, but all together, this is really pleasant. It's very outdoorsy, very warm weather, outdoorsy. Definitely like, okay, winter is over. We've got a whole new season to go enjoy, but it's a lot. So I'm thinking we do the summer water on the bottom layer, and the top layer is bamboo and blood orange. But I might carry the stargazer lily all the way through, so you get an oriental grassy citrus top with the lily and the water and a little bit of musk at the bottom for like the sunset afternoon heat kind of vibe.
Ooh.
It could be one of those where like if you get like a 3-wick, burn the first half, like start burning it in like mid-April, and then by the time you get to like the halfway point, the seasons will be changing into summer, and then you've
Right
got
into
like
summer.
a dual.
Oh, that's perfect.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
I like this a lot. I'll let you guys decide if you want to try to roll with this or if you want to like scratch that and start over and figure out a new one. Whatever you guys want to do.
I
But
trust you always.
Oh,
This
yeah.
this is pretty good. I just got to write down what I'm doing here. Let's see.
Yeah, you don't want to forget. Oh, that's
Ooh.
very good to know.
Yeah. Jen says that the bergamot is medicinal and it's big in essential oils and very calming.
Does
Oh,
Jen
okay.
know if we can eat it? I really want to know if I can eat it.
Right? Should just Google that because I don't know. Let's just see. Oop. And Kimber approves your candle idea.
Oh, cool. Thank you, Kimber.
Because of its super high acidity and bitterness, bergamot lends itself to multiple uses in the kitchen and makes a good substitute for a variety of citrus. Because of the intensity of flavor from skin to pith, to flesh, you can use the whole fruit. Well, that's not really very helpful.
Well, the next time I go to Sprouts, I'm gonna look for bergamot.
No, I guess it's too bitter to be eaten raw.
Oh.
Oh,
Well, you could juice it.
Yeah.
there you go.
Awesome.
Very cool.
Yeah. It assists in proper digestion. So I guess you could use it
Ooh.
for a whole bunch of stuff.
There you go.
Maybe juice it with some oranges.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
That'd be good.
Oh,
Mhm.
it's in a lot of tea too, apparently.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
cool.
Oil.
Nice.
Yeah, bergamot is big in that world.
It sounds awesome,
Yeah,
Yeah, it does.
it's
I wonder
fantastic.
where it's grown. I have all these questions about it now. Sorry.
right?
Fragrance Note Friday. Next Friday, I'll do a whole
Yes,
thing
you
on bergamot.
should.
Yeah.
No, Fragrance Note Friday.
Fragrance Note Friday.
It's been a long time since we had one of those.
Yeah. I need
That's
to
the
bring it
perfect one to bring it back.
Yeah.
Because I don't think a lot of people know about it.
Mm-mm.
At least like the fact. I'm sure they've heard of it, but
Yeah.
That's a good idea, Liz.
yeah.
Might as well just go drink that Beverly then.
Yep, there you go.
That's funny. Okay. Well, what do you guys think of this Lux spring scent? Are you guys cool with this one?
I like it.
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay. So we made two-layer candles. That's kind of cool.
Are
Oops.
those hard to make when you do the layered candles? Are they
Um,
challenging?
I mean, the only thing that's challenging is obviously you have to pour the bottom layer, and there's like a window of time where if you pour it too soon, if the bottom layer isn't all the way solidified through and through, then as you're pouring, and sometimes I'll use a chopstick to pour. I'll pour the wax onto the chopstick, and then I'll
Mhm.
put that on the edge of the glass so that it kind of lays on top and then fills up that way.
Oh, okay.
Because
Wow.
just the concentrated heat of, like, if you're actually just pouring, just the weight of the wax coming down, it'll punch through, and then it'll mix, and then you're done. Like, you can't do anything
Oh,
with
you
it
can't
other
save it.
than just like, hey, this is a mess up. It blended everything at once. Oops. Happy accident maybe, but
Yeah.
so there's a window of time where if you pour it too soon, that will happen. And then I found out when I was doing the Soren candles, because for a long time I had the Soren scents where you could get all three in one, and three layers is a bit much because it just makes for a very long day, kind of
Yeah.
staging them out and all that. But if you wait too long, and overnight actually is too long, I found that out. The wax does shrink a little bit once it's fully cooled off. When it's like cold, been set for 24 hours or so, it does shrink a little bit, and it tends to pull away from the walls of the glass.
Mhm.
And so when you pour the next layer on, air bubbles will come up along the edges, and it'll cause, like, anyway, there's nothing wrong with layer candles. I love them. Some people do complain that they can't get the differentiation between the scents. Like, they're just not able to pick up on the differentiation between the top layer and the bottom layer, which is why for the longest time I tried to only do layers in like very like cinnamon and orange. Like, you'll know the difference. You know what I mean? And these may be a little, these may be a little similar. The Lux one could be a little hard to detect when the bottom one comes through. I think it'll be one of those where you'll realize, whoa, it's different. But you're not
Yeah.
going to be able to notice like, oh, it's this one mixing with this one. Like the
Right.
summer fire side, the watermelon and the fire,
Mm.
those are drastically different. You'll notice when those start to mingle. You'll get the fire aroma coming through. These ones may be more subtle. And so some people, if they're not really intuitive and able to pick up on that, then a lot of people come back and go, I never noticed it changing. So
Okay.
it's just one of those. I think it's a fun element. I think
Yeah.
it's worth trying. It's a fun element, and,
Oh, yeah.
and I think these are awesome. I just realized we need names for these candles.
Oh yeah.
Unless we just want to call it the Circa Flower and Garden Candle and the Lux Signature Spring Candle, but if you guys have names for these, we can do that too.
Does anyone have any names? It's fun to name it.
Honestly, this is the part of the whole thing that I struggle with the most is like, what do I call these things?
No, I bet. It does seem like it could get overwhelming, especially if you're doing a bunch of new ones.
Yeah. Oh,
Jen.
man.
Ugh.
Isn't Beverly from like one of the other countries, and that's what they use it for? Is like isn't there like a aperitif or something like that? It's like an after your meal kind of digestive
Oh.
drink. Isn't that beverage? Beverly?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Okay, never mind. I'm just making stuff up.
Kimber wants to know what you do with the happy accident. candles
Go to
that
the
you
Showplace booth and find out.
have. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, no, I feel like there's always a name that, none of them, like if they're truly like terrible, then I usually just burn them here, like as a quality control test burn, make sure that things are still working and all that. But a lot of times I will just put them on clearance under a weird name with only 2 available and just say, there you go. Yeah. Italy, yeah. Well, fun. If you guys come up with any names, shoot me a message on Instagram or Facebook or whatever. You guys know how to get a hold of me. So, but for now, these are actually up on the website right now. You can get these for pre-order. It'll say pre-order Circa 1955 Flower and Garden Scent, and then there's a pre-order for the Lux Spring Scent. I will fill in the details. I will probably get to pouring these. If not, I'm going to see Cirque du Soleil tomorrow night.
Ooh.
Fun. I love those shows.
Yeah, it's Corteo, which I haven't
Do you
seen
know
yet.
what it's about?
I do. It's about somebody passing away and reflecting on their life.
That's
Wow.
gonna be a heavy one.
Yeah. The
But it'll be
timing is a little rough.
beautiful.
The
It'll be
timing is a
beautiful.
little rough. Yeah, yeah. Ordinarily I would probably start on these tomorrow night, but because I'm going to be tied up, I will probably pour these Sunday into maybe Monday. So I will fill in the scent notes once I've made like the actual, just want to make sure if I end up with another summer fireside, that's going to be an example for years to come now. But I'll fill in the scent notes once I've actually made them. But I think the 2-layer thing is going to work. I think we've got them. So if you guys come up with names, let me know. Otherwise, they're up on the site for pre-order now. And from now until 9 o'clock tomorrow night, because you guys have been here and have been doing all of this fun stuff with me, you guys are able to get 20% off your purchase with code LIVE20, LIVE 20. And again, that's going to expire at 9 o'clock tomorrow night Central. So if you want to get a great deal, have at it. And I will update it with scent notes once I've made them. And yeah.
20% off is awesome.
Yeah.
No kidding.
And it's your whole order. So if there's other stuff you want to grab while you're there, you can do a lot with that code. So anyway, do you guys have? I feel like I just ran a marathon with you guys. Do you guys have any questions? Is there anything that we talked about, or anything going on that you have questions about, or anything? A few minutes just to make it all about you guys. Thank you guys for hanging out on a Friday night. Like, Come on, that's awesome. You guys are the
Yeah.
best for this.
It has been super fun.
Yeah.
I did
They're
pop the links in the chat too if anybody is
Oh,
looking for
awesome.
them.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you, Mary and Megan, for helping me keep on top of all these comments and helping me with this.
Bring back sweaty tourist.
Oh gosh. No, no, I'm not. I did think about like as an April Fool's thing. I mean, if people really do want a gnarly smelling candle,
That would be amazing. You should.
I don't think Mike will let me make that yet.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
That was just about like, I don't know. Hey babe, how do you feel if I were to make Sweaty Tourist again? Are you serious? Yeah. Sadly, I think I might be.
Let me know when I need to be out of town.
He'll be out of town that day. Yeah, that was so bad. No, I'm not bringing back Sweaty. That's gnarly.
Liz will have to put Mike up for a week
There you go.
since she came up with
Yeah.
the idea to bring it back.
Yeah. We could talk about that tomorrow night, Liz.
There you go.
All right. Well, Sal, thank you so much. I hope you're doing well, sir. I really appreciate you. I appreciate all of you participating and helping and just getting involved. This is really fun to see your guys' input and letting you guys guide me through what I'm doing. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Everybody wants sweaty tourist.
Oh yeah. You have to make a really big batch so you have it on hand for a while.
No. It's so bad. Maybe no.
Oh,
No.
I'm curious what is even in Sweaty Tourist. Like, how do you make a terrible smell? Everything
It
sounds
is.
like it would be good.
It is the worst, most foul body odor smell you could imagine. That's legit. That's it.
Oh dear.
Yeah. He's giving me the eye. He's like,
Like a 14-year-old.
like no.
wait, Mike just said it's. Say that again.
Like a 14-year-old boy that's been running all afternoon.
A 14-year-old boy that's been running all afternoon and hasn't showered in 3 days,
And then takes his socks off.
and then takes his
Oh
socks off.
no.
Oh no.
This is not a good note to end this on. Liz, this is terrible. Unicorn, sunshine, rainbows. Andrea, pop on here. Come on, girl. Give me some of your succulent positivity here, because this is terrible to end this on. It's so gross.
That's funny.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
Mm.
Oh man, too much. Oh,
Oh, muskrat.
Hi,
Scott's got a
Muskrat.
giant-
Is Kimber over there? I haven't heard Kimber at all. Is she sleeping?
Yeah. No, she's. I think she needs to go outside. Actually, what you doing, love? Yeah, she's back there, and he's over here wanting some food. And Grandma wants to know if your nose is insured. No, it's not. It should be, I suppose. I've heard. Isn't like Jennifer Lopez insured, like her legs or something?
Who her booty is.
Oh, her butt.
Oh. That makes
Celebrities
sense.
do insure certain body parts. That's not a bad idea to insure your nose because
Yeah.
that is your business.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
that's
good.
true.
I guess when I talk to my insurance guy, that'll be something else.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting. That is a good point.
Yeah.
That is a good point.
You got COVID and your sense of smell went away for a while. You'd be
Yeah.
in trouble.
So, yeah, that would be bad. That would be really, really bad. That's the one thing I've been dreading.
Right?
Can't get it because I
Knock on wood.
can't have my smell go away. I could have. Yeah, it's terrible. Still talking about it. Thanks, Liz. That's all your fault. Thank you. Okay, Mary, thank you for everything tonight. Megan, thank you for your time away from your family. Give them all hugs for me. I hope you guys have an amazing night. Thank you for all of your help. I hope you guys had fun. I know I had a lot of fun, but I hope it was a lot of fun for you guys.
Yeah,
I had a
absolutely.
blast.
Cool. Cool. All right, everybody. It's been longer than I thought it would be, which is fun. It was a lot of fun. Thank you all so much. But we're going to sign off. Take care. Keep an eye out. I will update the scent notes in a few days and keep y'all updated on these. And have a great night, everybody. Be good to you.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.